Most fun, this is JTLive, and welcome back to another episode of South Stand Signings. Did you miss me? Cause I missed you, baby. And the only thing I missed more than you guys is Miss Leeds making some sweet, saucy, scintillating transfer action. And boy, there is a lot of that to digress, dissect, and deliriously devour in today's video. We are also going to touch on that crushing, demolishing 5-2 victory against Cardiff, and there is a lot of talking points coming out of that one. Is Marsch back in favour with the fans? Is that his farewell game? He did seem a little bit angry after the game, or should I say down in spirits. Is he gone? Is he here? Wow, we're going to got so much to get into, so let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into the meat of the action. The meat of the action, my lord, baby. And the first story is surrounding the Brentford game on the weekend, and it's surrounding brand new winter signing Georginio Rutter. That is right. There is news around him potentially starting. Obviously, he could not feature against Cardiff because it was a replay, and he couldn't play in the replay tie if he wasn't registered for Leeds when the first game happened. However, it does seem like he is going to be fit for the game on Sunday and available to play. However, not fit enough. He is apparently not at full match fitness capacity, and if he does feature, it will most likely be as a substitute, as we saw with Luis Sinisterra on the weekend, who I thought was overly criticised in my opinion. I don't think he was necessarily on form or amazing, and it coincided with a bad spell in the game for Leeds, but nonetheless, I think that he still needs time to get into fitness, and I think you will see him also feature off the bench against Brentford on the weekend. Now, in more transfer news for Leeds United, there was a story coming out yesterday when Joe was streaming. You obviously brought in Ben Jacobs' big stream, and there was a big talking point in that one surrounding Morten Hjulmand, who Leeds are apparently in the race for. Leeds United apparently making a late attempt to sign the Danish midfielder Morten Hjulmand. The CBS sport journalist said that the Whites read as Victor Orta is taking initiative are quite late in terms of expressing interest, and therefore are not leading the race at the moment, as you would expect. Moreover, Lecce are demanding a fee of around £20 million, which can I say, is a little bit hefty, and it is a challenge for the Whites, which I do find a little bit surprising. Maybe they don't fancy the player enough, because £20 million, judging by all the other stories with the other players we've heard, really shouldn't be that hard for us to come by. When we were talking about Ounahi, we already had that slam down on the table, so I don't think we're very interested in him. Leeds are apparently spinning plates in this late in the window, whatever the hell that means, but it doesn't seem like this one is going to happen. We're making a last race for it, or last minute race, should I say, but I don't really see this one happening. Let me know what you guys think. You guys see it happening? Let me know down in the comment section down below. And in other news, Chris Kamara is going to be making his way over to Ellen Road on the weekend. He is going to be going over at the Leeds versus Brentford game, and he's been invited to go on the pitch before the game. So, if you are going to be at the game on the weekend, then please give a raucous applause and standing ovation for an absolute legend of the game. Not just of Leeds United, but of Sky Sports, of football, and of the internet in general. Chris Kamara, what a man. He is going to be there. So, hey, make sure you give him a rousing support if you can. Ben Jacobs also touched on the Qatari takeover, basically squashing the rumours. I touched on this the other day when we were speaking. It did seem like there was a whole load of smoke and mirrors in that, and I'm not talking Cody Rhodes. It did seem like there wasn't a massive chance that QSI were taking over, and obviously that coincides with other stories that are circulating today and yesterday, that the 49ers are set to take over Leeds by the end of the summer. That is right, by the end of summer 2023, leading into the 2024 season, they will have apparently wrapped up their deal to buy Leeds United. So very exciting stuff over there. Now, speaking of news that may not be quite as exciting, sources are saying that Joe Gelhardt is going to be going out on loan today. It does seem like his spell at Leeds United, in the short term at least, has come to an unfortunate end. Will he get back in favour at Leeds? I still back him to. I don't see this loan move as an indefinite reason that he's not going to, or an indefinite example that he's not going to feature for Leeds. I think that would be a crying shame. Shown with the talent that he has had, but unfortunately it hasn't quite worked out for him. He isn't quite yet that Wayne Rooney mold of a player that we thought, someone that would burst onto the scene that young and really take the game by storm. He does still have a lot of potential, and I do see him potentially coming back and featuring for Leeds. But it does look like he is going to be going to either Sunderland, Stoke, Blackburn, Swansea, and Wigan. And what I'm hearing so far is that Swansea are the front runners for him. More on that coming, obviously, in the coming hours, and we'll keep you up to date on all of that. Let me know what you guys think about that, by the way. Are you happy? Are you sad? Are you dismayed? Do you want to go to sleep? Do you want to jump up and party and get the whiskey out? What do you want to do? The news that Joe Gelhardt might be going, obviously with Georginio Rutter coming in, his chances are going to be few and far between. Do you think it's the right move, the wrong move? Let me know down in the comment section down below, or the live chat if you're watching this at premiere. And if you are watching this while it premieres, shout out to you, my brother. You are a sexy, sexy demon. You go, you give yourself a look in the mirror. You give yourself a wink and a big fat pat on the back, because you, my friend, are sexy. Now, in other news, we are going to be talking about the Jesse Marschmeister General's comments on Max Wöber. He was asked in today's press conference, as per the club's YouTube channel, regarding whether Max Wöber will be fit to play on the weekend. Obviously limping off against Cardiff on Wednesday. Picked up a knock in the 5-2 win and was replaced on the 57-minute mark. Yes. I don't care how much he was bought for. I already know this. Please tell me something new. It was a blow. Wöber was good against Cardiff in a substitute appearance in the Cardiff national tie. Marsch spoke in a press conference. He said, to the delight of us Leeds fans. Not very impartial journalism right there, might I say. Max Wöber will be in the squad. He trained today. Will he start? Get your predictions for that down in the comment section down below, but I don't think he will. So Max Wöber will be featuring, but not off the starting 11 is my prediction. Now for the big news, the big story of the day. This is a hot one, and when I saw it, my every single sinew in my body pricked up to pure divine proportions. Every single hair on the back of my neck stood up, taller than the mountain tops, taller than a 7-foot Peter Crouch. Because Nicolò Zaniolo has been linked with Leeds United. This would be massive. Obviously playing for AS Roma. Leeds United were fairly clinical in their pursuit of Max Wöber and Georginio Rutter. In quick succession, Director of Football Victor Orta bolstered both in attack and defence. Well, arguably, I think he's been very weak in bolstering the defence. I don't think the defence has been bolstered at all. But that is a different story for a different video. As such, it seems like the only position worth strengthening is attacking midfield. I do agree with that, especially given how Brendan Aronson has struggled to adapt to the English game or acclimatise, he says. I find that harsh, and I find it very weird that we're looking for a upgrade on a player that we bought 5 months ago. So the way they've worded this is a very loaded article. I think this is a very loaded article by Mr. Callum Davies. I respect what he's doing in terms of getting the clicks, but it's a little bit loaded the way he's worded that there. I'm not a huge fan of it. But I do think that Aronson has struggled. I don't think that I need to replace him, but I do think we do need a creative midfielder, someone that can really control the game, just because I don't think Aronson is that kind of guy, and he's actually performed better when he's been further out wide, ironically enough. He's not that creative linchpin, number 10, number 8 kind of player that is going to break teams down. That's just not Brendan Aronson. That's not his game. His game is running at players. His game is a nice reverse pass here and there, getting Leeds forward very quickly, making quick decision making. He's not a kind of guy that when the game slows down, he can slowly pick out a pass from 30, 40 yards that no one else can see. He's not that Pablo Hernandez kind of player. He's more of when everything's going at 100 miles an hour, he'll be very effective, quick decision making, everything instinctual, getting the team forward. So I do think this will be a good move for Leeds United. The Italian outfit are demanding a fee of 40 million euros, 35 million pounds, which we can definitely afford. Should the Yorkshire outfit secure this deal, not only would it make a huge coup for the club, of course it would. He was described as an outstanding talent. Yes, tell me more. Come on, give me some meat on the bones for this. They're not going to give me a lot of meat on the bones, but this isn't the only place that I did see it. I have seen it circling around today, and let me tell you something. Nicolò Zaniolo, right now, initiatory stages, a little bit of interest there. There isn't too much concrete information. I do believe Leeds are still pursuing Ounahi as our premium object. Or a premium object. Jeez, that sounds weird. Our premium target. However, Zaniolo is on the radar. From everything I'm hearing and everywhere I'm reading it, it does seem like we are very interested in him. And it could be a matter of days before you see this one start to really ramp up. But as of right now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think there is too much meat on the bones right now, but it could progress very rapidly within the coming days. So, we'll let you know about that one. Obviously, it is all regarding the Ounahi situation. It depends on whether that goes through or not. If that starts to get bad signals that it's not going to go through, then I think we will pursue with this one a lot harder. Right now, we're getting a bit of radio silence on Ounahi, but those things usually happen within the time frame of going for a player. But I am fearing that we're starting to muck about a bit and not finish our dinner. The same thing we did in the summer transfer window. Everything seemed so great. We were getting business done early. We were doing big deals. But then as the time went on, the couple of key positions that we really needed, we messed about at, we tried to haggle for, and we completely ruined ourselves. So I hope we don't do the same thing again here. Let me know what you guys thinking down in the comment section down below. But for now, guys, I will see you very, very soon. At my brothers and my sisters. Hello.